Eva, can I please have the elevator? Okay. Okay, upsies. Right there? Okay, go up.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for watching. We are A to Z Homestead.
I'm DJ.
And I'm Amy. And welcome to our episode for today.
But we are not going to do another video on unplugging a toilet, which would be the third in our series, but we could.
We could.
For the same reason as before, kids. So we're going to actually talk about traveling with kids and trying to make things comfortable and having everything at our fingertips pretty much.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about some basic strategies that we use traveling with our children, and then also show you some organization things that we've done to make life easier for us and more comfortable for everyone. So we're just going to go over some of those things. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is giving kids jobs to do, because it's so important that when we're traveling, we're working together as a team. And that means that not just mom and dad do all the work and the kids reap the benefits, but that they participate in doing jobs too. So,
and learn.
Yes, and that they learn that they need to be responsible too, and take responsibility for their part in this. So the main thing that we have our kids do is wash dishes. Every meal, or almost every meal, there's going to be dishes, and one kid washes, one kid dries and puts away.
But they are given the option to actually cook, and that mommy and daddy would wash the dishes, but thus far they haven't chosen to do that.
Right. So it works out pretty well, though. We have it, since we just have 2 children, we have recently decided to avoid arguments by saying, okay, on odd days, this person washes for the entire day, and on even days, the other person washes. It seems that washing, it gets to be the job that is argued over, so we've solved that argument by dividing it up, odds and evens. And also, when we are setting up the trailer or breaking camp, one or both children will be in charge of taking care of the dog, and that works out pretty good. They will, put him on a leash, walk him around. They're responsible for picking up his poo-poo if he makes any, and that works out pretty well, that they are in charge of the dog. So, and it keeps them busy and occupied while we're trying to do the things we need to do. So, the other part is that we homeschool, and so while we're on the road, we use the Robinson self-teaching curriculum, which, if you're interested, you can find out a lengthy review on that curriculum on our blog. But basically the way that it works is we have taught them how to teach themselves, and we've ultimately put the responsibility for their education in their own hands. So
doesn't mean that we still don't have oversight.
Yes, and
we still do.
We do still have oversight, and we have supervision over the situation, but we're teaching them that whatever work you put into something, that is what you're going to get out of it. And so teaching them the value of hard work and discipline is definitely part of our homeschool. So they spend, I would say, probably about 3 or 4 hours doing schoolwork on the days that we do schoolwork. And if we're someplace cool and interesting, like a national park or whatever, we figure that's learning all on its own, and so they don't do schoolwork on those days. But if we're just sort of hanging out at a campsite they're doing schoolwork. So, and you know, one of our family mottos is that we work hard and we play hard. So that's part of their responsibility in working hard. Right now, as a kid, that's their job. So that's what we do. So the other thing that we use in order to just maintain some safety and also to allow our kids to have some freedom when we're at campsites is that we use walkie-talkies. So whenever, I mean, our rules are that they have to take a walkie-talkie with them and they have to stay together. And so that allows them to go to playgrounds and any other facilities. Here we happen to have some miniature golf available at this campground. So that way they can go and have their fun, and mom and dad can have some peace and quiet too. So that's another thing that we do. We also have electronic backpacks. Each one of us actually has an electronic backpack, but the kids' backpack has their tablets, the charger, backup battery, headphones, all of those things fit inside their backpack. So that way their technology and their cords and everything are all kept in one place so that nothing gets lost, and we know, and they always know where their things belong. So if something gets left out, we know it needs to go back into the backpack.
Where it belongs, but doesn't always get back where it belongs.
But that's the idea anyway, that everything that has to do with technology goes into their electronic backpack. They also have folding scooters. So on a 20-foot trailer, we don't really have much room for anything, and we thought about bringing bikes at one point, but we just...
A weight issue.
It was a weight issue, but it was also trying to figure out a bike rack that would work with our setup. What turned out to be really difficult, and so we just scrapped the idea of bringing bikes all together, and instead the kids each got foldable scooters, which are much more lightweight and take up a lot less space, and yet they still have the ability to take them out and ride around on, you know, at the campground or wherever we happen to be staying. And so that gives them something to do. Even if we're staying someplace that doesn't have a playground or doesn't have any other things for kids, they always have their scooters. So that's another thing that we do. And next, I think we're going to show you their bunks and all the different things that we did to modify our trailers so that the bunks became like their bedrooms. Having their own personal space is so huge. It keeps them from bickering over petty things and gives each of them a place where they can retreat whenever they want. So, so that works for us, having bunks and all the different things.
Are we doing the backs of the seats of the car?
Yes, we will.
So the organizers in the back and then the Igloo in the center.
Yeah, so we'll show you that too.
We'll show you that.
In the truck, we have, in the back seat, they have a whole setup so that, you know, and we'll talk about that.
What's the name that I came up for the Igloo? The wall, the what? Divider.
The divider.
The divider, yes. The Igloo is our divider.
The sibling divider.
The sibling divider, yes.
All right, so we'll show you some of those things next.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so each child has hooks that they can hang their jewelry on, and they also have a light and a mirror on a rope, and their flashlights can go on a hook over there too. And then over here we have an LED puck light, and it comes with a little remote, and you can decide what color you want it to be. We like red because it doesn't ruin your night vision, and you can adjust the brightness, and so that's a cool thing. And we've attached it to the ceiling with magnets and metal discs, which we'll put in the links below. And they also have a personal fan that's also attached with a magnet, and they have a magnetic board over here where they can put postcards or whatever they want to personalize it for themselves. And then over here, this is a magnetic board, and they could use it the same way as the other if they want. But we also got these cool shelving units that are magnetized, and they stick perfectly to either part, and they can use it for all of their little knickknacks and things. And then up here is a cargo net, and they, you know, it's elastic, so they can put all kinds of different things they want up here just to create more space. And then we have them put down here is their toiletry bag and their duffel. This is where most of their clothes go. We do have another place for off-season clothes, which we'll show in some other video. And then their bed is the bedding, because one of my thoughts when we first started traveling was that I didn't want them to be using sleeping bags all the time. I wanted their bedding to be more like at home, but yet I wanted the ease of, you know, I kind of wanted the best of both worlds. And this is a Beddy's bedding set, and it is zippered, and it is basically it's three things in one. It's a nice soft blanket, the sheets, and the comforter are all in one piece, and so it's really neat. We don't have messy bed problems because they can just zip it up, and there it is. And when it comes time to do laundry, we just take it off, because it's fitted, and just put the whole thing in the wash. So that's makes things very simple and easy for bed making. And then down here, this is Anya's bed, and it's the same, pretty much the same setup. You can see it might be a little dark down there, but she has exactly the same setup as her sister. She just is able to do it the way she wants. Plus they have privacy curtains. It was kind of a joint effort between DJ and myself making the privacy curtains, so that way they can close it and have some privacy. And yeah, so that is their bunks. Okay, so here's the kids' organizational system for the truck. So each one of them has a organizer that goes on the back of the seat in front of them, and it's plenty of space to put everything they could possibly want. I mean, this child even has, you know, a book in here and an umbrella, so there's plenty of space to put all kinds of different things. And then we also got seat covers for our truck that were custom, and let me tell you, it was the best investment we have made so far. So if anything gets spilled or whatever, no problem at all, and we don't have to worry about it. It takes one thing off of our worry list. And DJ also installed another cargo net to go above their heads. It works really well, and especially for hats, gloves, that sort of thing. And then plus there is the Igloo, which carries all of our snacks, plus it operates as a sibling divider. So it's really a good thing.
One of the other things that is nice about this cargo net in the backpack, although they have all this stuff in it, the top section here, this part, it's clear, and you can put a tablet in there, which is what it's designed for, is to house the tablet so that they can still watch it and or touch the screen through the holder.
Yep. And there's also a little trash bag here that we have strung up in the middle, so any trash can find its way in there. And there's also a charging station that fits inside of a cup holder, and that is a pretty big lifesaver too, that little charging station. So we never have to worry about, you know, things running out of batteries. And that's about it. That is our key to sanity on the road. So thanks for watching our video. If you have any questions about any of the things that we mentioned, feel free to leave a comment. Or if you are interested in any of those products and you'd like to support our channel, you can click one of the links in the description and that'll take you right to our Amazon affiliate site. Thank you for watching the whole video, and we hope you have a fantastic day. Bye!